Hello. Um, hey guys, it's Christina, and I wanted to come on and share my thoughts about creating balance and joy between now and really Christmas or whatever Christmas time holiday you celebrate, Hanukkah or whatever. Um, I and here's why I'm doing this and why it's on my mind. I have some parts of me that absolutely love the holidays and there's so much magical and fun about them. But I also have a lot of parts that get very stressed and put a lot of pressure on myself and feel overwhelmed with everything that goes on. And over the past few years, I've been trying to be very intentional about getting better about that. And this year I was thinking about like just what are some very basic things that can help me enjoy the holidays more. So just thinking about that has been helping me so far, and I wanted to share them in the hopes that they might be helpful for some of you as well. So number one is eat well. Someone told me recently that many people gain between October 31st, Halloween, and New Year's Day, gain 5 to 15 pounds, which in itself is disturbing. And I thought, I do not want that to happen to me. So eating well will help prevent that. But also, just eating well helps me have energy and be in a good mood and feel joyful. So being mindful of what I eat and how certain foods give me an energy slump at this time that I really need a lot of energy, and just having that on my mind has helped me make better choices over just the past few days. So eating well, even though these are basic, sometimes we just need to be reminded of them. Sleeping well, making sure I'm sleeping well, thinking about how different things impact my sleep. Holiday foods, holiday beverages, being out shopping and stopping at Starbucks at 4 o'clock in the afternoon probably isn't going to help me. All the caffeine, alcohol, heavy foods all impact our quality of sleep. So just thinking about those choices, because again, I want to have energy and feel joyful and happy during this time. All times, but this time in particular. Also, moving my body. Sometimes this time of year, exercise can kind of go even more so toward the bottom of the priority list, but it's even more important to help us maintain our energy, maintain, you know, a positive outlook, a good mental health state. So moving our body, and it doesn't have to be. I all or so many times we have the all or nothing thinking around exercise. It can be short. It can be, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. There's some amazing short little videos on YouTube for 5-minute exercise or 10 minutes of exercise or office yoga, and it's all anything is better than nothing, and it's going to boost our energy and positive mood. It's so easy to let um, ourselves have excuses. A lot of times, I'd love to go for walks in the summer months late at night, but this time of year it's cold and dark. But my husband and I have actually been taking evening walks in 30-degree weather and just bundling up, and it's actually kind of fun and magical. We bring a little flashlight to make sure cars see us and all of that. But again, it's thinking like no excuses. This is important, and so I want to make it happen. Um, Another thing is getting safeguarding our schedule. I used to work at a college counselor where we had college counseling center where we had awesome office staff who really safeguarded our schedules, and they would kind of pay attention and make sure they would never schedule 6 or 7 clients back to back because they know that's not sustainable, that's not good for our mental health, and in turn isn't good for the clients. They would just say like, okay, you've had a lot of clients this week, maybe I need to reschedule some people to help us find balance. It's like, how can we be that kind of administrator for ourselves? How can we help ourselves find balance in our schedule? If you have, this time of year, our schedules can really feel like they're bursting at the seams. If you have a week, like this is my week next week, I have 2 band concerts to go to, a dance recital, and company coming in. on top of all the other daily activities we have to do, right? And work activities and home duties. It's like, how can you create some balance? How can you carve out even just 20 minutes for yourself, for some quiet time, downtime? Find something you like to do. Can help. And for many of us who are, if we're practitioners or small business owners, it's like maybe we have a little flexibility in our schedule. So it's easy to say, you know what, I'm just going to go to Target or the post office or make that cookie dough for the cookie decorating that my kids want to do or whatever. And I think it's especially hard for moms and for women more than men, not all across the board, but oftentimes. And so I'll just throw away my precious, like, focus, quality time in the morning to get work done because I'm going to Target. But how can we just like be a little bit more intentional with our time? And remember that it's okay to say no to things, even fun things. For me, that's one of the hardest things, is to say no to fun things or no to social things. But sometimes I need to do that to maintain my inner peace and my sanity, so that I'll have even more fun in the things that I choose to do. Okay, so also prioritizing the work that we want to get done. So between now and the end of the year, being really intentional and thoughtful of like, what do I most want to get done in those 3 weeks? I know there's a little bit more time before the end of the year, but for me, it's 3 weeks between now and when my kids get out of school. What do I most want to get done? What do I need to do to feel good about finishing out the year? And what are the concrete steps I need to take to make sure that happens? It might also be thinking about like, how do I want to start 2020 and what can I do to set myself up for success in that way? What actions can I take? And then, of course, taking time to celebrate the actions you take, and being really intentional and mindful with our time. So like I said, we're not throwing away that 3 weeks that we have to get stuff done, work-wise, by running to Target 5 times in a week. Like, be intentional, be thoughtful, be forward thinking. That's hard, at least for me. And then the other thing is set reasonable expectations for yourself. Adjust expectations as you need to, and give yourself permission to be okay with that. So, so many times we think like, oh, I can get this and this and this and this and this done, but we forget I have a dance recital, I have a band concert and another band concert and a party and blah, blah. I have to clean my house and make cookies and blah, blah, blah. Go shopping. So all of that, it's like, okay, maybe I need to pull back on my expectations for what I need to get done, and like really and truly be intentional about that and say, I give myself permission to not worry about that until 2020, so I can have more time and energy and focus and be more present in the things that I really do want to be present for. Which brings me to my last thing, which is to definitely create time, make time for fun and the people you love. Like, enjoy this time as much as you can. Listen to Christmas music, have Christmas dance parties. We play these Christmas Spot It is the game my kids and I have been playing every night. My eyes are like blurry with seeing blue and or green and red. But make time for fun and traditions and things like that. That's important too. So those are my little simple things to do to really finish out the year strong, but also have balance and joy, less stress, less pressure. I would love to hear from you specifically, like, what are your biggest struggles that make it hard for you to have balance at this time of year? And also, what do you do? What are your tips? How do you maintain and create balance? Any tips you want to share with us would be awesome. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a, thank you. I walk every day now, and I'm going to do my 5 Tibetans. Yes, that's a great one. Maybe I'll do that too, Tori. I love hearing your tips. All right, I confess that I sometimes turn off the camera because it distracts me, so I don't see who's watching or what your comments are till the end. I'm going to get better at that, but it distracts me to see my face. All right, happy holidays. I hope they're peaceful and joyful, and I'll talk to you soon. I want to hear your thoughts. Bye.